Alright, this is what I decided to do. You have to forgive me, I'm still trying to recover from the flu. But I figured I'd give you guys a look at Fallout first, so you can see what that's like, whether or not it's something you'd be interested in. And to kind of wrap up the Christmas special thing they have going on with the game, where you can put out a Santatron. And I'll show you all about this in a minute, but basically that's where you collect gifts. You get freebies that you can pretty much just sell. So without anywhere further to do, we're going to go into the private worlds, and there's two reasons why I'm doing that one. While that's loading, you'll get to see, number one, what it's like and how long it takes to load that particular private world. And they say it's supposed to be instanced per user, but you know, I get reused artifacts on occasion. I don't know why, it just does. I also decided to leave my little thing up in the corner. You should be able to see it, showing the frames per second and CPU usage and all that stuff. So I wanted you to see exactly what you're getting. Now keep in mind, I have the next to the top tier of internet connection here, and that is 300 meg up and 30 down, I believe. So, I mean, speed-wise shouldn't be an issue. If you have any lag, you see any stuttering, the only real stutter that could come from this would be because I'm recording it, and I'm using XSplit to record it, and not the NVIDIA recorder. NVIDIA recorder actually does a pretty good job, but timing-wise and adding in the content and so forth that I use, it's kind of hard to do using the NVIDIA game recorder. You'll notice there's a little bit of stutter. Alright, there's a lot of stutter. Oh well, we'll just have to see if we can bear with it, and I apologize, but it is what it is. This game just does not like to be recorded. That's all there is to it. See what my frame rate is? 19 and 20? Really? And that's just literally just standing still. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Anyhow, this is your Fallout first experience. This is my little camp here. I don't know if I showed it to y'all or not. It's a nice little place. My little corner gas station. It's got all the necessities. You know, a little place to cook if you want to on the outside. The outside is for everybody else, basically. There's the Santatron I was talking about. This little thing here. And he drops off presents. So far, all he's given me is a bag of poo.
For nice boys and girls, scanning.
And you see he floats.
Located. This world has become a desolate nightmare. Happy holidays.
Yeah, there you go. That's actually a really good example of how well they've tuned this game, because it works so much better now. Now, the second reason why I'm on a private world is a while back, a couple of days ago, there was a hack that people had put in place, bad people of the world, that as long as they could see you, you were in render distance, which would basically from here to that Nuka-Cola plant, if they could see you, they could target you and literally take everything that's in your current on-you inventory. In other words, inventory that you're carrying with you. And they could just take it all. Your clothes, all of your junk, all your weapons. The only thing it wouldn't take would be quest items. Everything else it would take. So whether it's legendary items, regular items, didn't make any difference. They just come steal it all. Now Bethesda says they put a fix in for that. And I have not had the occasion where I've seen any of that or read anybody experiencing that after the fix. Well, at least that's what I've heard. All my friends on the Discord servers and the different groups that I'm in, none of them have said that they've heard any more about it since the fix. Now, that's only one thing they fixed. You still have people on here that have gone into the dev room, gotten stuff that's not supposed to be in the game, and they're actually selling it in their vendor stalls. And Bethesda says, yeah, well, whatever. I've reported a couple. I've put in videos and sent them to Bethesda. Say, dear Bethesda, this is what I found in vendor stalls of these particular people that they're selling. That's not supposed, they're not in the game. I mean, one guy had a freaking Vim paint job for your power armor. Vim's not even in this game. So that had to have been, that's not cut content that I know of. It's just not even in the game. They must have pulled that in from Fallout 4 is all I can figure. That kind of stuff still happens. There are plans that you get that once you get the plan, you don't ever get it again type of thing. Or if you do, it's extremely rare. Those things are in the game. And they had like 5, 6, 7 versions or copies of it. And the person that's selling this stuff was like level 53, which means it was a mule account. But still, just the fact that this happens. Well, anyhow, the purpose of this, the secondary purpose of this video is to show you how the best way to make use of collecting the presents that you get in Santatrons. And basically, well, let me do the first way first. First way is to just go to certain locations. And this particular location I know is usually pretty good for scavenging. This is the first primary way that you're supposed to go and collect these items. During this week, and it's only going to last till New Year's Eve, so you're not going to have much chance to make use of it. But I wanted to show you that it was in the game. And basically, you just go along and you kill what's called the Scorched. The Scorched in this game, if you don't know already, are basically people that survived the blast. See the Santa Claus? He's a legendary that has holiday gifts. Go away. I ain't got time for you. Go away. Die. Die quickly. You too. I don't want you here. Yeah, so, as I was saying, you go and you find the Santa Clauses, and they have holiday gifts on them, as well as legendary items. And you go through and you kill everything that has that on them. You're basically going around killing Santa Claus and all these little helpers. Oh, the stutter's getting to be annoying. I may have to change my format and try recording using the other thing instead. We'll see if I can do that in a minute. But basically, that's it. You go through, you look for the Santa Clauses, you kill them, and you take their presents. Anyhow, as I was saying, the Scorched are people that survived. Oh, look, a floating something. Magical cans, always pick them up. I don't know why, just shut up. They get a disease from the Scorched beasts, that are the big flying vampire bat dragon things. And eventually, what? I hear you, where are you? Shut up. Talking here. They eventually get diseased, and that's what you see here. That's what this guy is. He's diseased. He's still a person, but they're now part of the hive mind of the Scorched Beast. They still walk around carrying guns, protecting the areas they were trying to protect, but they're protecting them from you now. So they'll shoot anything that comes up there. After a while, they stop and they start going into these poses like this. You'll often see the Scorched looking just like that. And that's what's left of them after they've died. They become a petrified corpse that are extremely radiated. So that's that. Now, the next best way to get a excuse me. I apologize. I've been fighting this thing since last Monday, I believe it was. So all week long, I've been fighting this flu. cold, whatever it is. So if I sound horrible, that's why. It started last weekend. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, a week later, I'm still sounding like I'm freshly sick. The second way to get the gifts, and again, I'm on a private server, so there's nobody else here but me, and I'll show you that here in a second, is to go to all these workshops that it says go claim this workshop. And you have to go in and kill everything that's there. Go ahead. I'm trying to do stuff here. Sorry, the stutter's making me not be able to go where I want to go as quickly as I want to go. So that's why it looks like I suck at this game. I really don't. It's just the stutter's so bad I can't. What are you doing here? Go away. Anyhow, you clear out all the enemies in a particular location near the workbench where the workshop will be, and then you can claim the workshop. It costs you to do this. And once you've claimed the workshop, you can put up your little resource miners and all that other stuff, and just do all whatever you want to do here. You have to put up protections, and I'll show you that here in a second as well. That little doot, that's because I have to engage my controller in order to build properly in this game. I'm a keyboard player. I play with my keyboard and mouse. Alright, we'll put that up. Put up a couple turrets. One over there. This is just to help protect it while you're away from the random things that will come trying to get it. I like to put them on floors rather than on the ground, even though I always put some on the ground, because the mole rats and things like that can't jump up and get to them. There, we got the workshop built. Let's go over here to the resources. And there's the Santatron. That's where you put the little we'll put him right about there. That way he's blocked off by at least the wall and the porch there. Put a couple of more traps around, or turrets around, just to protect him. Like that. There. And the last thing you want to do is, once the Santatron leaves, you go back over here and you lock it. Because if you're in adventure mode and not on a private world, people will come by and steal your presents and then run away. That's just the way people are. And also in adventure mode, people will come over and contest your workshop, and you'll have a level 20 come up. And take note, I'm a level 257. I had a level 23 come through the other day and claim a workshop from me and one-shot me from across the map. I mean, he was literally, it was this place. He one-shot me from that little farm you see, or that little building over there. That's where he was. So, yeah. Yeah, there's hackers all over the place. And as much as Bethesda tries to tell you there aren't, they're everywhere. Literally. And it's almost made it to the point where the only way to truly enjoy the game is to get a private server and invite some friends. Makes your vendor stalls absolutely worthless. But, you know, what are you going to do? Apparently my... Yep, there it is. Let's fix that real quick. We'll repair this with a repair kit that I happen to still have one or two of. Those only give you 150% repair, whereas normally at a bench I would get a 200%. But I just don't feel like going back to the bench right now. We'll repair that. Normally when I log off at the end of each game, I repair all of my equipment, but it was all really close to, you know, being still in good condition, so I left it that way. For it, I'll just repair it next time I log in. Now, once you've taken over a homestead, it will be attacked, usually fairly quickly after you've done it. And this time it looks like it's dogs. So if I have my turrets set up right, I shouldn't really need to do anything other than watch it kill a bunch of dogs. Oh, one dog already took care of that turret. Wow. And this, by the way, is why oh, he's out there attacking my Santatron. How dare he? I've set up for a melee character. That's why you see this scope bouncing like it does. Melee characters suck at guns. They do. I started out as a sharpshooter type character. There's apparently one over the hill down there somewhere. I don't know where he is. I guess I could go look for him. Why not, huh?
Attempt to acquire a Christmas tree.
You see, he's stuck behind the hay bale. That still happens a lot in the game too. The things that you're supposed to be defending against get stuck and just don't do anything. And then you just gotta wait for it to time out. This is not a big benefit for showing how wonderful this game is it? Oh well, this particular video is not turning out so well in the sense of look how great the game is. You notice I had a VATS chance of 80-some% on that and I've still missed it? Yeah. And now my turrets are shooting each other. That also happens a lot in the game. Putting them up high is great for mole rats, not so much for dogs, because you know dogs, they like to jump. So yeah, my turret is shooting my Santatron. It's turned rogue. So, you go here, you scrap it, and put it back down.
Accessing naughty lines. Parameters. Loading. Complete. Ready to make list. Ready to check twice.
Oh, sheesh. Yeah, so, yeah. You got to keep an eye out on your turrets because they will shoot your own stuff. Because they get confused. For example, if that turret that I just fixed, that one, shoots trying to hit a dog over there but hits that turret, now they've aggroed each other because they're shooting at each other. So you got to be careful how you place them, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go over here and fix these. Yeah, you go through a lot of gears with turrets. The oil I'm not so much worried about. It's the gears. Alright, so that's one down. And wow, this is so stuttery. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change recording devices. So give me just one moment because I can't stand this anymore. Okay, so hopefully everything's lined back up the way it should be. I'm going to go up here to the Sunshine Meadows farm, right past the Hill Folks Hot Dogs, and claim that workshop. Basically, all you want to do is claim a workshop, throw down a Santatron. Claim a workshop, throw down a Santatron. And what you'll see here is basically... Oh, you see how much better it is? There's not much stutter now. I've gotten rid of XSplit and I'm recording using the NVIDIA engine. It's much different and much better. And highly likely this is because the music's on there. Gonna get some copyright, but I don't really give a crap. I'm not making money off of this anyhow, so. Now I want to squat because I get better kill rates. Always take the screws. This is one of the workshops where I've got to kill everything first. Get back here. Come here. Here you go, kill everything that's in here. Gotta have the adhesive. Not so much the cloth, but definitely the adhesive. There he is. They just kind of pop up out of nowhere every now and then. Whatever. Plastic, steel, wood, lead. I hear one of those stupid little... Where is he at? Where is he at? I don't know if you heard that or not. He's probably upstairs or someplace stupid. Anyhow, one of the little Chinese robot things that go around there trying to kill you all the time. Yeah, let's go kill this guy. Give me your duct tape, please. Thank you very much. Anybody in there? Yep, there's somebody in there. Let's go kill him real quick. Get out of the way. I ain't got time for you. You too. Hey, what are you doing? The nerve of these people, I tell you what. Now, I'll take that. Definitely need the Abraxo cleaner in the pig pens here, or the... Nope. I deny you. Go away. Those are good for plastic and springs and steel and lead. Of course, every toy in the game has lead in it somewhere because, well, lead-based, you know, you get it. People in this world didn't care about the world, so of course they used lead-based everything to kill everything without telling anybody about it. Or whatever. I'll take a bobby pin, thank you very much. Now, I'm 99% sure that's everything, but I still hear that one little infiltrator robot thingy or whatever they're called. Well, let's see if I got everything. It'll tell me here in a second. Nope, still got some enemies nearby. Now I gotta go find that stupid thing. Maybe it's on the roof? I don't know. You can barely hear him. I still hear somebody walking around. I don't know. But thus the joys of trying to claim a workshop. You have to look for all the enemies because it doesn't put a map marker up for you. I guess you could stand around and jump up and down and hope they find you. Here's one. Anything over there I want? No, I don't need any of that stuff. Oh, a shovel. Now, anything over here? Let's take a look out the backyard, see if there's anything over there. Nope, don't see nothing. You guys see anything? I don't see anything. Well, that might have done it. Let's go ahead and find out. Notice there were no Santas in here, even though they're supposed to be. Again, some places have them, some places don't. This apparently is one of the don'ts. Have I killed everything yet? Yes, finally. And now to build a Santatron thingy-mahickey. And yes, this place is huge, so the build area is really, really big. This is one of those places if you have a bunch of people on your team and you just want to go hog wild to see what all you can build. This is definitely a place to do that. And again, we'll put up a couple of turrets, one there maybe. Come on, go there. It's not intersecting an object, it's setting on it. Yeah. Let's put one there. And one there. And where am I going to put Santatron? I don't know, but we'll go in here. We'll plop one right in front of this thing because they tend to like to attack these things. Get something shut covering the door there. Come on, you can do it. It's not floating. It's not floating. It's about as... Okay, great. Well, did it go there or not? Wow, this is showing just how... Okay. Intersects with an existing object, and now it's gone haywire again. Very frustrating, isn't it? Let's put it up there. That'll work. We'll put Santatron over here. Intersects with an existing object. What object, may I ask? That'll work. Let's go steal the water real quick. Wait for Santatron to get out of his little hole there. Back in here. Put a lock on. Yes, yes, yes. You're a ho ho ho.
Loading. Happy
the food packaging plant. Oh yeah, that's another thing you can do here if you want to. You can put a generator out and power this joint up. I am not in the mood to do that. These are called resources as well. So from here I can get a junk extractor put up. There's a couple of things around back that you can put up. Like here. For phosphates, which I'm assuming is, I don't know, acid maybe? I don't know what phosphates are. Don't ask. And here you have, I think it's just gravel. Gravel pit that you can mine. So, there's that.
Subroutine. Silent night. Failed to launch. Likely gone.
Now, just so you know, powering up that food packaging plant, if you wanted to do that, all you need to do is, number one, go way down here and power up this energy plant. That'll put energy out. This substation still works. You have to go in and turn it on there, and then you'll have power coming to these poles, and this junction box that's here will just have power to it. So, and then you power that up and away you go. Anything else in there I want to put away? Somebody's shooting something somewhere. Oh, there's those little robots I was talking about. These hateful little things. Liberators. Yeah. They come and attack all kinds of things. And you can either wait around for it to... You can wait around for it to, what the hell am I caught on?
This unit is suffering from a severe coal shortage.
Nothing in there yet. Anyhow, you wait around for those guys to show up, and eventually your turrets will kill them, and you get the completed event. Also good ways, these events are good ways to finish off quests requiring you to dress like whatever for an event. Complete 10 events in a fancy dress outfit or something stupid. Yeah, as long as you're dressed that way, this will count. So there's that, and I'm not powering it up. I don't care. Now, let's go back to my home base, which, by the way, is in the best location on the map, in my opinion, because it's just great. It's next to the Nuka-Cola plant, which has lots of Nuka-Colas in it. It has, I think, 6 cap stashes buried in there that you can find. All kinds of junk, scrap, nuclear material, sugar, honey. For the most part, if you get a quest saying go do this, go do that, and collect 7 of these and 5 of those, or you just need some adhesive to fix your weapons with. That right there, that Nuka-Cola plant, great place for all that stuff. Plus, there's also a key card in there that is part of the quest to get the, I think it's the Nuka-Cola paint job for your power armor, which is awesome, by the way. I'm down to 4 carrots. I used to have 6, but because I wanted to put, yeah, go figure this. I wanted to put those lights up, those little Christmassy string, that little string that I bought from the item shop. In order to do that, I had to remove 2 carrots to make room in my budget. My budget's full, but it's got some cool stuff on it, like my little outhouse. I love him. This guy. Come on, you can do it. I love my little tank. And of course, my Mothman statue. I love him. I do. I love my little Mothman. Now, let's get down here and check and see if Santatrons Well, I got some more poo and some toys and a piece of coal.
With a Rudolph nose
Making the scaly skin mutation requires coal.
resolve.
And I was constantly scouring the map trying to find coal in the different little coal deposits. Because I never had any. I've got so much coal now. I mean, I could heat my house for the rest of the winter. I'm not worrying about it. But by the way, let me show you the rest of my house if I haven't already. I love this place. Got my little radio. Got my punch bowl, which I set out for people to come have a free drink. And I think it's quite hysterical because people come in and they can't resist. They have to have a free drink. It's got vintage Nuka Shine in there, and that makes you black out and randomly respawn somewhere else on the map. I got my little glow-in-the-darky map, my little American flag bed,
Unit has been
and
programmed.
my bubble stand full of bubbles.
Wishing
I was going to put a light up there to shine on them, but, well, I'd have to rip up more.
holiday.
I have to get rid of things in order to do that.
Happy holiday.
Turn on my fireplace so it's nice and warm in here. And my little fish lamp. I love my little fishy lamp. Of course, I don't know how I could live in there. You can't feed it, and you can't get air in. I don't know. Poor dead fish. This scrap box is one of the things that you get with Fallout First. And you'll notice how much stuff I have in here. I mean, I have gobs and gobs of stuff. And down to just 3 yellow cake flux. But hey, what are you going to do? Lots of everything. Whereas your regular stash box, you only have a total of 800. And with the stuff that I have in my vendor stalls, plus a couple of the things I've decided to keep, I'm at 733. Could you imagine? 733. That's with no junk. There's no junk in this stash box. That's all everything else. I decided to put a lot of stuff in there that I just didn't want to carry around with me anymore. But that includes everything that's in your vendor stalls as well. I got all these different plans, all of these mounted whatevers. 95% of them I got from my Santatron.
No, everyone appears to have died.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
And that Pioneer Scout Bowie knife paint kit, oh, priceless.
To catastrophic
I get one every day.
rebooting.
Sometimes 2.
Oh.
But that's the whole point of what I was trying to show you is this is Fallout First. You'll notice there's nobody else on the map. None of the vending stalls for anybody else is showing up because there's nobody else on the map. All of the workshops that are out there, like this one over here, Dabney Homestead, and there's Dolly Sods up here. Berkeley down here. All the workshops are free. You can go in and put your little workshop vendors up. Put your Santatrons out.
Satisfied with your gift.
That's what I meant to say.
Unit is not authorized
And
to make exchanges.
just, if you got one of these at every workshop,
Closest Rocco.
and there's, a dozen or 2
Help
workshops around the map,
Inquiries.
you go to each of these and you put a Santatron out, and you'll spend the rest of the day. Oh, I guess I'm thirsty. Oh, fine. Let's see. I think I have some pumpkin soup or something. Yeah, that'll help. Eat some of that. Eat an ant. Mirelurk. I got room for one more thing. There. Now I'm fully rested, or fed and watered. I'm fed and watered. I apologize for the sniffles and the horrible sound of my voice. I can't help it. Deradiate myself. And there you go. That's basically Fallout First. Fallout First Also, let me show you real quick. In the item shop, you get a couple of other things with Fallout First that you don't get in the general game. Come on, there you go. You get these outfits. You also get your unlimited scrap box. And the only thing it stores is scrap. You can't put weapons in there, just scrap. You get your Mothman and your Santatrons shuffle emote thing. I'll show you those in a second. And you get your survival tent. The survival tent you can put anywhere. Literally, you just plop it down anywhere and that gives you a fast travel point. Or if you just want to throw stuff in your stash box, you're over encumbered, throw it in there and you're good to go. Now, well, might as well actually. Just do this. I'll show you the Mothman dance. See, at least my character's well dressed. No idea. Yeah, I don't know. It's a thing. Or I can choose this one. How sad. Yeah. That's a thing. That's a thing. Let me give you a couple of little hints and tricks while I'm here. I'm going to go up to another location to show you something that if you want something really cool that you don't already have, come up here to Fraternity Row. Well, alright, let me show you. We'll do it this way. Go to Vault 76 first because it's a fast travel point that's free. So if you're low end player, you're just getting started in the game, it won't cost you anything to get to there. And then it costs a whole lot less to get to Fraternity Row. It just takes a whole lot longer because you got to fast travel twice. So first I'm here, got a squat, so I'm hidden. It makes it easier. Gonna go over here to Fraternity Row. Fraternity Row, by the way, is where the quest is to introduce you to Biv and all the alcoholic beverages that are in the game. Biv is a robo-brain that gives you quests to test different types of beers. So you have to craft or get a particular beer that he wants. He'll take a swig of that and go eat something nasty and see how your stomach feels after that. Or take a swig of that and go make something at a workbench. Different little stupid things like that. But when you get back, he gives you another beverage and a plan to make something, one of the other beverages that you can make. So the Biv quest is one to have. It's a good one. It's a good daily. It gives you experience points every day. And what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to this one fraternity house. Excuse me. I would cut those out, but then it would just seem odd having weird breaks with no noise. And we're going to go up here to the hipped. What? I don't know how you say that. Well, give me your duct tape. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. We're going to go into this house. See this one? The H. Hanukkah E.T. I don't know what that sign is. I don't speak Greek. You go in here, and there are two things that you can get in here that are quite valuable. Well, just as a collector. I mean, if you're into being a collector. I don't need to hide because I've already killed everything that's in here. They only spawn once, I believe. And that's as part of the main quest for Biv. But you go into this room here. It says employees only. Check this out. It's a Nuka-Cola. worship room. It has the really cool Nuka-Cola things. It has a Nuka-Cola light over here, which I wish I had. There's some personal logs and some other things in here. But also, no, they're empty here. On this shelf will be one of each of the different 5 or 6 different Nuka-Cola variations that can appear in the game. I got Nuka-Cola Wild, Nuka Dark, Nuka Orange, Nuka Grape, and a Nuka-Cola. And also in this refrigerator that is locked. Come on. Alright, it's farther over, fine. There's usually one in there as well, or 2. And again, the reason why they're not in there for me is because I was here just last night, and it takes 24 hours for things to repopulate in this world. Now notice I said things to repopulate, not the creatures. The creatures, if you run in and you're not getting any legendary items off of people, you're killing them, the server's at its end. Log out, wait 5 minutes, log back into your private world, 5-10 minutes, and they'll all repopulate. The creatures, not the items. Also up here on this chessboard will be all these little tiny miniaturette statues that are called kings and pawns and rooks, a king and a queen, and blah blah blah. But they're made out of little mini Protectron and iBot statues like you found in the Fallout 4 game. Only they're about a quarter of the size of those. They're real tiny. So they're just kind of something cute to have. So when you run out and you just want something cool to collect, come up here and get those. Come down here, go in and collect all your Nuka-Colas. Like I said, once a day you can come in here. If you're in adventure mode, you can pop in here. Well, just pop in here anytime. And if you don't like it, server hop, come back in and look again. And it's possible that they'll be repopulated there. In addition to that, if someone else has already come in and taken them, you can just server hop and try again and probably get them. 2 little cheap tricks I wanted to show you. Speaking of cheap trick, let's go over here. We'll check out Billings Homestead and see if I got anything in the Santatron. Now I remember one day when I was just a child, one evening actually, my dad and I were out with my uncle and my sister, and we were out, we grew up on a farm. We had a farm with half a mountain attached to it. We'd go hunting. But he would just go out what's called spotlighting. Spotlighting is illegal if you use it to shoot. He was going out spotlighting, doing head counts to see how many how many deer were in the world, were on the mountain, and whether or not there's any wild animals that popped up. We used to have bobcats would come up there all the time. Now we have bears. But he would do that just to go see what's on the property. And one night he saw a possum. He didn't, of course, we didn't have a gun. We don't carry guns when we're spotlighting because that's literally illegal. So we didn't have a gun. He reached in the glove box and pulled out a screwdriver and went over and literally stabbed it with a screwdriver to kill it, because possums are bad. It steal eggs. More toys, more coal. You notice my fertilizer's gone. Oh no, this is the other one. Okay, so I got stuff, but it's all junk right now. No Santa gifts. It takes a while to get a Santa gift, just so you know. But depending upon the server you're on, you could get 1 or 2 every half an hour, up to 1 or 2 an hour from each. It all depends. It's very random as to what goes in there. Now let's run over here. We'll go over here and check this Collectron and see if it's got anything in it. Everything's still safe and quiet. Where'd I put him? Oh, that's right out here and back.
Unit is specialized in deploying the following: morale initiatives, cheer, joy,
Just a toy and a baby bottle.
jolly.
Like I said, it takes a while for him to start putting stuff in there. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you get all of these, if you go through and decide you just want, I just want to get them all, like Pokemon or something, you want to collect all of the workshops, you can do that on a private server. If you do it on adventure mode, people get a little upset, and eventually you'll start getting contested, and you can't keep your eye out on all of them. So if you got a group of 4 people will go to 4 different places and attempt to take it from you. You can only pick one to go to defend. So while you're defending that one, the other 3 are still stealing crap and overtaking your other camps. So you get 4 people on a team, you can pretty much wipe out a guy's workshops real quick if you're into that.
Due to the
I myself, I'm not.
nature of
Still nothing.
exterior
Well.
action.
But what I was going to say was, once you get all of those workshops, you've claimed them all, you'll get those so-and-so workshop is under attack. It could be a scripted attack from mole rats or liberators or super mutants or any number of different creatures could be attacking your camp. And you need to go defend it. If you don't have enough turrets around and it's not well defended on its own, then you'll have to go defend it or come back later and retake it, killing everything that's there and redoing all your defenses. So once you get them, you won't be doing anything else in the game other than going from workshop to workshop to workshop defending it. That'll pretty much take up the rest of your time playing the game. I love the stats box though. You notice I got all these wonderful things over here. Which, by the way, there is a button, and I can't remember what it is. I think it's in here. I can go to my junk tab and choose component view, and instead of seeing this stuff, it shows you all the components and how many I have of each. This is kind of neat. If there's things in there that you don't want, you can drop them, and it'll just drop whatever those things are. But it'll also show you these 6 screws are coming from the Giddy Up Buttercup. These 5 pieces of rubber coming from the basketball and the baby bottle. Kind of neat. So it's just something, believe it or not, after a year, I just figured this out. That made no sense to me, why I never dawned on me to even look at that. But it's a nice way to see what you're carrying. Scrap and store everything, and boom. It does the scrapping for you, puts the pieces in here. You don't have to go to a workshop bench and scrap everything and then dump it into your stash. It's a one-step process now. So that comes in quite handy. And there you have it. I've given you a couple of quick tips. A quick look at what Fallout First looks like, some of the benefits you get from it. I don't have to worry about anybody coming in and killing me. It's also pointless to have vendor stalls because there's nobody here to come buy anything. So if you're planning on making any caps off your vendors, yeah, you kind of got to go to the adventure world. It's still risky in the sense that there are still hackers and cheaters out there. Why they feel the need to exist, I don't know. I recommend playing with friends. There's a Discord server group that has a friend of mine. His name is Daddy-O is Me. If you ever see him online, you see Daddy-O is Me online, go check him out. He's a cool dude. He'll hook you up. He'll hit you up with the same Discord group. Well, one of the Discord groups that I'm a member of. And those guys, you'll get them. They'll take maybe 8, 12, 16 out of the 20 slots on an adventure server, which is great if you want to get experience points. It's great if you want to do vault runs. If you don't know what those are, Google it. It's great for if you want to take a Scorch Beast Queen down. These guys will help you do each of your quests. It's a great way to make a lot of friends. I've made a lot of friends through the Discord servers. And if you don't have any friends that you can play with, that's a good way to do it. They'll meet up with you. They'll help you out. If you need something and you don't have it, they'll get it or give it to you. Or if it's something really rare, they'll sell it to you cheap. You know, like one of the good examples is the backpack. If you'll notice in my inventory, I have a backpack that I'm using. It's called a high capacity standard backpack. Your standard backpack gives you an extra 30 carry weight, like you see here. This one adds 90 to that. You now have 120 extra pounds from your base carry weight that you can now carry more junk. You see what I'm at. I'm at 250 out of 427 pounds. And when I'm on a team, that 427 goes to 450. I've seen it go as high as 470, depending upon the other perks that are being shared. I think the perk loadout that I have is different. I have the perk loadout manager, which also is something that I highly recommend. It's got my perk cards laid out for when I'm on a team. If I'm running by myself like I am now, I should be using this one. It changes my weight distributions around a little bit and gives me the Lone Wanderer perk, so I get more AP regen. I take less damage. Everything's just a little bit better with the Lone Wanderer. And if you look at my inventory now, you notice it didn't change anything. I gained an extra 10 pounds. I'm at 240 out of 427. So your perk cards help there. But yeah, if you're going to go adventure mode, find a group or get some friends that you can go along with, because it can be a dangerous place out here by yourself. People will take over your camps. I didn't want to get Fallout first, simply because I don't want to give Bethesda extra money to be able to play a game I was intended to play for $60. Now I got to pay an extra $12.99 a month or $100 a year just to be able to feel safe when I'm playing the game. So yeah, if you're doing the adventure mode and you want to do the quests and everything that are part of the game, this is the best way to do it, unfortunately, because you'll get killed otherwise. You will just get killed by somebody eventually. And unfortunately, that's just a sad fact of the game. I'm not saying don't go there because you'll get killed every time. You won't. But you'll eventually run across somebody who wants to be a douche, and just steal your stuff. Yes, there are people in this world like that. I mean, they have a whole world for that called Nuclear Winter. That's its purpose, is to go kill other players. That's what you do there. That's your Fortnite. Go do that. You don't need to go into the adventure mode where you see a little level 20 something who's just started the game's got maybe 2 or 3 hours into it and go steal their stuff. That's just stupid. Or someone like me who's invested over a year, literally since the game came out, just to get the pitiful little weapons that I have. And my weapons aren't that great. I mean, the best weapon I have right now is this, and that does about 350 base damage when I'm on a team. But you add another 40% for the power attack, 40% for the power attack, and then it just goes up after that each time. Plus my perk cards give me 3.5 times. So you take that 295, add 40% to it. Okay, so let's say it's 300, you add another 140 to it. So there's 490. Right? 350, 450, yeah, okay. And then on top of that, you add 40% more on top of that for the power attack. I'm sorry, you add another 3.5% times that 490, so I'm hitting 1,500 with this thing. Which is a good number. Which is why I can go around like this, sneaking around in one shot, pretty much everything. I can take down a level 80 Scorch Beast by myself. So it's a good deal. Anyhow, there you go. This has been a little longer than I wanted it to be, but I just wanted to give you guys a look at what Fallout First is like, what you get with it, how to take advantage of it. You can go into the places like this and get your Santatrons set up so that you get, the benefits from the free gifts. And the free gifts, I should show you at least what they are. Let me see if I have any. They're under aid. I do not have any small gifts, but I think I have. Nope, I don't have any gifts in my inventory right now. I was hoping I did. Well, let me see if I know I got some in my stash box. Let's scroll down here and find. Now, normally on a private server, see how long it's taken to scroll? It normally doesn't take this long. It normally goes like you see it going now. Nice and fast. I don't know what its get up was there. I'll take one of those small holiday gifts. Those are the things that you'll get. A small, a holiday gift, a small holiday gift, and a large holiday gift. That's basically small, medium, and large. When you do a small one, let me show you, just to give you an example of what you might get. I got a vodka, Catch the Commie board game, I can scrap, and a plan for sturdy metal arms. So you get these little plans all the time in the small gifts and the medium gifts. And some of the larger ones you might get a legendary, but you'll always get a nice plan for something that's really, really good. So that's the whole purpose of getting those Christmas gifts. I could have sworn I killed a Santa Claus. Did I not get a large or a medium holiday gift? There it is. See, I did get one. That's the medium one. I know I killed a Santa. Let's take a look and see what I got. A toy car, sugar bombs, cereal, and a mounted roach. The small one actually had a better plan than the medium one did. What are you going to do? So that's why you'd want to do it. That's how you would do it. I suggest anything over in this area, this green area, because the things that attack you are so easy to kill. You put up a couple of turrets, you're good. You start over here, and you put your workshops up here, down in here. You're going to get much bigger beasties. Beasties like Snallygasters or level 68 super mutants. You name it, any kind of wild nastiness could show up. So if you're in here, you're going to get some biggies trying to come kill you. You're going to get literally the medium ones will be in here. You get the medium guys come and try to kill you in here. Which, just as a side note, anything green's called the forest. Anything brown is the I forget what they call it. This is all grafting up here. I think it's called the mire. No, that's not the mire. That's I don't remember. I'll tell you. It'll come to me. This is called the ash heap. Mostly mole miners and super mutants and mole rats. This is the cranberry bog. Everything down here will kill you. Just give you a heads up. Everything down here will kill you. So be prepared when you come down to this red area to die. This is the mire, this green area up here. It's all marshland and little rivers and streams and puddles and ponds and you name it. And again, the middle part, I forget what they call it. But why can't I think of the name of that stuff? Things in here are literally low-end characters, medium characters, high-end characters. They will kill you characters. And then a mishmash of meh. Low to mediums. low to medium characters in here. Nothing you really need to worry about. I hope you enjoyed this. That's all there is for today. It's been a while. I'm going to try and put some more of these up when I get a chance. I'm looking for someone that wants to play the game with me from the beginning, role play. I want to do a role play on this, starting from the beginning, literally coming straight out of the vault. Oh my God, what have they done? Type of an experience. Going through all the different quest lines on my private server, so I don't have to worry about any other people coming in and messing it up. And I want to put it up on my channel. If anybody's interested, hit me up. If you have the game, hit me up. Meet me in game. Goofy Old Guy is my name in the game. You can always hit me up. Come find me first. Talk to me first before you add me as a friend. Because I ignore friend requests from people I haven't met. Just because that's also how the hackers find you. Yeah, you kind of want to stay away from that. But anyhow, once I've met you, if you're interested, let me know. We'll see if we can work out a schedule. Maybe we can do that. I think it'd be fun. You guys let me know in the comments below whether or not you think that'd be a cool idea. All right? All right. Cool beans. Till the next time, you folks have a good one. And Happy New Year. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.